So we got some more Transformer news to dive into today on Friday, the beginning of this beautiful weekend here in the Transformer world. And the first thing we're going to be covering is some more Transformer promotional items going into Rise of the Beast. Looks like Bosch, the company that is most best known for power tools and gardening tools, is doing a small promotional little deal. You spend, I believe it's over $70, and you get a free Bosch charger for your portable power tools and stuff. And it's something that they're doing with Rise of the Beast as a promotion. They have this Transformer-looking power tool Transformer here to use as part of their promotional material. Pretty interesting. I think the only power tool Transformers we've really had up to that point, outside of the crazy Bayverse stuff. I mean, you can look at BotBots. We got like, what's his name? Majorly Screwed and Drill Yourself. Lovely names. So now we got this guy here too that's joining the pack. Kind of reminds me also of like when they did that promotion there with Valvoline with their oil and stuff. Maybe we'll see a low quality figure of this guy at some point in the future. Also, let's talk about other, I guess we'll call it low quality figures here. We got our first look at the Rise of the Beast Titan Changer Scourge. For people that are getting kind of, I guess, deja vu from this one. It's an extensive retool of the old 2018 The Last Night Titan Changers figure, the Optimus Prime one. So, yeah, they just pretty much took that one, retooled it, and now you got a Scourge figure that transforms in 4 steps or less. Not for us, but it's definitely going to be something out there. There's going to be a lot of glut of Rise of the Beast figures that probably both me, you, and many others will never touch or mess with in our lives. But it is what it is. A little update also, the Arcee figure that we talked about just a couple of days ago, we finally got to see the robot mode for the Weaponizer image and do some side-by-side comparisons now for y'all. And she's looking real good, I have to tell you. I mean, when you put them next to each other, you got the core class, you got the Beast Combiner, and you got the Weaponizer we're talking about here today. And I like what I see. I really do. I think that this Weaponizer one, depending on how it scales out, might be the winner for many people in their collection. Granted, she won't have the wheel feet. That is a transforming element that will be present in the movie. But it just in terms of like a robot mode and the sleekness and everything looks pretty good. I mean, obviously in the alt mode, you could see the chest of the robot mode just sitting there in the faux chest, the faux front of the motorcycle there, kind of doing the old jazz from the Legend scale back in the day with 2007 movie, where the front of his chest and the front of the vehicle were just so present there in the alt mode. But it is what it is, but I still think it looks really good. And again, it's a good alternative until we get maybe other versions. But right now, it's really the choice of those three, and the Weaponizer's looking pretty tasty right about now. So let me know what you think on that one. And the last thing we're going to talk about, and it's the big one, is we finally got an extensive photo shoot of the Mirage, the mainline version. And it's something that I want to talk about because we have still just those weird CG preview images of the Studio Series Deluxe Class Mirage from Rise of the Beast. And then a user got their hands on the mainline version by the name of Trashcam, and he took an extensive photo shoot. And what I like about this photo shoot is that it pretty much shows us just how sleek and good looking this figure really is. Now, granted, the only thing that I could really put against it, really two things, is the head sculpt, unless Mirage actually does have like a legitimate battle mask in the movie. Right now, the head sculpt is based off of the box art, which could be based off of early control art of the character. But this character might have a battle mask in the movie, and this might just be reflecting that battle mask. But it is also something where, well, we have a battle mask Mirage here, and the alt mode is still very not Porsche. It's playing it safe. I mean, that's where the Studio Series is going to lean out in the end, is that it's going to have that Porsche look to it and be able to get away with it. But everything else about it, just from my perspective at the moment, says that this is way better than the Studio Series. It's much more thinner, much more sleeker, like the animation model. I mean, there's even a side view shot that Cam took, and I appreciate that shot because we have a side view shot of the Studio Series one. We have a side view shot now of this mainline one, and we also have like shots from the movie trailer that we got during the Super Bowl. And let's just say that this one doesn't have the breast kibble, I guess the best way to put it, that even the Studio Series one has. And Studio Series one has like breast kibble. It's got like this weird kind of foot design. Has a lot of kibble on the hips and stuff, where this one seems to avoid a lot of. That has a little bit of a backpack going on, but not too bad. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. I really am. It's looking real good. And dare I say that this is something that might actually be the one that you might want to favor more, even over that of the Studio Series. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, again, the alt mode is where they're going to win with the Studio Series one, but at the end of the day, the robot mode is looking way better with this one for the Pete Davidson robot himself, Mirage. But I mean, I think it looks really good. Otherwise, pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just seeing this differently than others, but it is pretty cool if you ask me. And I mean, man, like it's kind of funny that it's the first time we're going into a Transformer movie, and now we're kind of like looking at our options now of owning specific characters. It's used to be, it's like, oh, this character is going to be in the movie. Clearly the Studio Series is going to be the best one, or a Masterpiece version. That's always how it was. And now we're kind of in this thing where it's like, oh, maybe the Mainline's better. Maybe this one's better. Maybe that one's better. You know, maybe this Beast Changer or this or that. So very interesting world we're in right now, where sometimes we can't even jump the gun on certain characters because there might be a better version that represents it better from its screen accurate interpretation much later on. So just something cool to talk about. Again, we have the Transformers Slag podcast live stream tomorrow. Got a lot to talk about. I saw the Super Mario movie, finally. So I'll be able to also give you guys my opinion on that too. I have a lot of opinions on it because I'll just say I loved it. But I didn't get to see it last week. For anyone who saw the live stream last week, it was pretty crazy that weekend. Go check out the last week's live stream and know what happened with that madness. But be sure to tune in tomorrow for Saturday night live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll talk about the Transformers in Disguise, any updates we get from now till then, some Super Mario movie talk, and then some. Talk to you again soon, guys, and like I always say, rock out with the robots in the skies, and I hope you learned something today.